ready, Sally?
Grimore, I've been standing here for 7.5 minutes.
Just checking.
Do you have the map?
Yeah, but it's basically blank. Did you read the case file?
I'm not sure yet. Did you read it?
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene.
It's a garden, I think.
We could.
Ready when you are.
It's a bird bath. Is that just rain?
The birds seem to
They're even singing a little too.
Please don't do that.
The ground's moist. What are all...
I cannot believe how it's...
It's
Playing a harp.
Playing a harp. Hang on a second.
Something tells me we're not going to solve this just yet.
Let's come back later. It must do something.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you? Spooky. What do you think it's for?
I think it's to scare away.
Is it working?
No.
It's a bandstand.
Bit small for a
It's a one-man bandstand.
It's a stone carving.
I think it's supposed to look like an egg.
What animal?
Hawk.
Right, a hawk bear lizard. It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed
It's
to...
not. It's an appropriate amount of quiet. Oh.
What?
Oh. There's an O on the floor.
Oh yeah, Tangle.
Twir. Oh.
What?
Oh,
Tangle.
Twir. Is that an envelope?
It's been opened. Let's read it.
Isn't that an invasion?
Oh, definitely. Should we ring the doorbell?
Why would we not? It's a little melody. Do you think he'll start to move if we...
No, I think he'll just sign. Little bird feeders.
How do you know they're for birds? Don't think it's locked.
Oh, that means...
I'm pretty sure that's the rule, yeah. Let's head to the crime scene. It's at the top of the West Tower, I think.
It's a big glass tube filled with
There are
water.
weeds in there.
It's an aquarium.
Could be, except more. This one has a big P.
That's probably important.
How very P-ceptive.
A big letter F.
Of course. Who doesn't hang a giant banner of their initial in the lobby?
What is that?
I think it's a family tree. Lord Fellow.
Looks like he was...
Scandal.
Fiona Fellow. Dead center.
She's half Fellow and half Remington.
Do you think she still lives here?
Emily Everstone. Do you think she still lives here? Poppy Pointer.
She's half...
Do you think she still lives here?
Freya Fellow.
The murder victim.
She's barely related to the main family at all. It's not locked. Let's take a look at that painting first. There it is, the unfinished portrait.
So, what? Freya was killed how?
Looks that way.
I wonder if all of Freya's paintings are this. Maybe it's just because she never got to.
There's something wrong with the crime scene, and something really weird about
We
the
didn't find a murder weapon.
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood, but it was removed from the scene. Almost. Maybe just change. The paintbrush. Nope. Flora's portrait. That's not right. Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
What?
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting, not by the woman from the painting?
Mm-hmm. Freya was standing right up by the canvas. There's blood on the knife.
Right, but it's not actual.
See any other knives around here? Case closed.
The case is not closed. And even if you were right, a painting can't be a murder suspect.
The outline. There's a single. No real sign.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So?
So she was probably standing really close
Let's
to.
check the case file again. The whole room has a strange.
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
Supposedly, Freya was working on the paint. Looks like
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
There it is. The unfinished.
So-
Looks that way. Is that a
I
crab?
think so, except it's got
It's
its.
also got a big crack down the middle.
What about the cassette tape?
Yeah, it sure is. Ink.
Do you think it still
The
works?
gramophone? Yeah, we could give it a go. It's piano music.
Is that an egg? An egg.
It's also what a completely ordinary object.
I think it's a container.
Those gems look like they come off. Nope.
Did you check? I'm pretty sure it explains where to put each.
I guess that's wrong.
What's the deal? It must mean something.
Nothing.
Each line the exact same pair. They're just rearranged.
Nothing.
Each line the exact. They're just rearranged.
That's the one.
Hey, not bad. Did it unlock?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, I'm not leaving with empty egg as a clue, right? Flora.
Hey, sorry. I'm sure you're still in some distress.
We need to ask you a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you witness the murder, Flora?
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her
So
side.
now. Is there... I don't really know anything about...
I think that's the way she likes it. We'll just have to ask other people.
Yeah, okay.
Freya was painting.
Was this...
Was there something special?
Did you talk to...
She's not going to
Nope.
answer.
But at least we can... Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Can you tell me anything? Yeah, she's acting...
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't.
How is that possible? Freya's painting supplies. Freya's painting supplies. That's the only door.
It's also
Sure is.
a bunch of old books covered in dust now, but they look well.
The whole room has a strange feel.
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
We're at the
I think
top.
so.
Doesn't matter. It's... The outline... There's a single... No.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were so she was probably standing really...
Let's check the case file again.
A little hand-painted
How
statue.
can you tell it's hand-painted?
Well, the paints are right. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell. Nice. A real...
How do you know
Why
this?
else? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it. What's the deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map, too.
I'll come back later. Nice.
How do you know
Why?
this?
Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly. I did it.
Not bad. What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
Sir? Can you hear me?
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. Felix Fellow at your...
And,
Yeah, that's a...
Thanks.
if you would, Mr. Fellow, we really...
Well, I must say...
Oh, yeah? Why is
Out here, sun covering. See, that's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
So,
Is
Felix...
it not? Explorer?
We're talking like...
I've certainly seen my...
And,
You listen, but it's simply not in my... I go wherever
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, and with Flora...
nothing wrong with raising a family.
Don't misunderstand. They are the greatest treasure.
Uh-huh.
Why on earth would you...
The murder of Freya Fellow.
Ah, right. I regret that I can't be of any...
Hear that, Grimoire?
It's a simple question.
I just... mostly, I was in my room working on a...
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower.
What qualifies?
What have you got?
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps.
Abridged version, please.
Right. I heard someone heading down the stairs. Just outside, my footsteps were calm. Oh, shortly afterward, I heard a second set. This time I could tell just from the sound. So I looked out. I got a glimpse of Poppy. It disappeared. Didn't know what to make. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz. So I looked into his room, just in case. But it was back in the hallway. I bumped into She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was Leona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else...
Including you.
Not I.
That painting.
Why would you want it luminous?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos?
Hang on, there's a smaller
It's
version.
a photograph. It's a little glass
I
box.
think it's of a
Come again?
See, the leaves might have been for keeping insects.
It's a little wooden box for...
To the casual observer. They're not real paintbrushes. Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism. That's done it.
Neat. What was in the box?
Just a photograph. Well, most of a photograph.
Looks pretty
He's had a
depressed.
rough couple of days.
Do you think this was...
I don't know.
No windows either. Is that...
Of sorts. Hey, look, it's a model of... What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing...
Hey, look at it's a model of... What are you
That
thinking?
would make an amazing...
It's musty in
What
here.
exactly is that?
Musk, you asked us.
Nice.
It's an illustrated book
It's
about
been left
four. It was left
Ever so slightly unnerving. A chalkboard.
Is this a library or a classroom?
Any idea what this means?
Not a clue.
I'm not sure I learned anything from that.
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive. Taking all the environmental factors into account, there must be something.
May I talk?
She knows we're here.
I am a...
Correction. You do not need to talk.
Oh, no?
Because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and all crimes.
Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 20. Surely you have already reached a sturdy hypothesis.
A hypothesis?
Yeah, come on, Grimoire, hurry
My
up.
apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all, and that includes you. So,
Fifi Fellow, microbiologist, inventor. You will need to be more specific. Oneself cannot be summarized in a single...
So true.
well, first of all, you're a fellow. So does that make...
Correct. My father and mother are named Flora and Felix, but you need not question either of them. It will only waste valuable time.
Thanks for the tip.
Fifi, you said you were a
Microbiologist. My studies cannot be categorized in any
What
one.
made you want to become a scientist?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination. I constructed my first one at 8.
Constructed...
Correct.
And what's that thing on your head?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I, not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light.
Does it glow red when you get angry?
No. But that would be most amusing. What can you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about... That's what I'm...
Yes. However, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a
I
detective?
just need to know what
Me
happened.
too.
Fine.
So-
I knew ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning preparing to find out that Poppy had made other plans, and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Oh.
So what did you do
I
instead?
locked myself in my room and cried.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds
It is
kind-
not unusual.
Oh.
I was in my room. The lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so she insisted that we go up. We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. When I saw Freya lying on the floor, I was completely and utterly devastated. Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the Poppy and I took the sample back down. We performed a test and found out that it was, in
You
fact.
performed that scientific test even though you were feeling so
Of
upset.
course. Why would one affect the other?
Fifi's bedroom should be unlocked.
Can't wait.
Fifi's got something.
What is all this?
Arrows connecting.
They're not labeled, though.
Yeah, they're completely meaningless. Did you notice who isn't on?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. It looks like a
Can
microscope.
I touch it? I'm not sure this...
I guess that's
The
wrong.
4 lenses all have different magnification, so they must each have a specific position.
Nope.
You need to magnify different parts of the image, so they line up into the shape of a key. Looks like you might need to overlap.
Nothing.
You want to close
Start by
or
five.
vice versa.
That's the one.
Hey, not bad. Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a... There's a book in here. We already solved it. Scientific formula. Probably. I'll openly admit I have no... Nice room.
It's a mess. But yeah.
That's a whole lot of... stuff for
You gonna rummage through?
No.
I give it 5 minutes before you're in there.
A news. Don't think you can get it. Save it for the judge. Is that a...
If it is, it's a clock.
I'm guessing it doesn't tell the time.
So what does it do?
That's the one.
Hey, not bad. What's in the box?
A little, but I'm not actually sure what it is.
Whoa, nice cake.
You're not fellows or point. I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking.
I'm Sally, and this is
A
my...
private detective.
Really? You're a detective. This is a joke. It's not a
Who are you?
private detective Hawkshaw.
Oh, nice. Maybe I'll become her sidekick.
You're...
That is classified information between my... Clearly, this is... But a real detective...
Oh.
Now, if you would, I have worked. It's not in my interest.
Even if you're one of the suspects.
Very well. Ask.
Oh, what are you
I'm
doing?
on a case at the behest...
How long have you been at Tangle Town?
133 hours. 5.5 days.
Who are you
I
working
am not at liberty to answer. Now, I shall permit you...
What crime are you...
How'd you get that scar? It's cool.
You really think so? As it happens, I completed an examination of Flora's room. I've been investigating every single room at Tangle.
Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing but a thin layer of dust.
Was Flora in there at the
She
time?
spent the duration of my search staring up at the sky. Didn't say a word. Although I'm told this is the...
What did you do after that?
I spent the early evening search. It took longer than it should have. Fiona leaves that room in a permanent...
Fiona was in the library.
I expected her to make an appearance.
And you stayed in
Not
the
quite. Towards the early evening, my examination of the library. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting. I vacated the library, but before I could begin, emerged from the pointer staircase, crossed the hall. Our eyes met. He was breathless. He told me to stay out. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, she was clutching the banister of the pointer staircase with an apprehension. She wished to know where Professor Pointer... I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall. More so than at any moment prior. I took my leave. The grounds were silent. Even the greenhouse was without its... I noted that he, too, must be entangled in... An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally... He spoke to me of what... His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as...
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled. That much was sorrowful. I cannot say. Towards the early sounds of running...
A little chart of... Actually, I have no idea what it's about. Kinda reminds me of a periodic table.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
This one's another...
Okay, that is definitely...
Looks like a gemstone, don't you think? Sally, don't move.
Yeah, I see him. He's a little too big to hide. Is anyone going to... Or shall we just stand around staring?
Right, sorry.
That's better. I'm Sally. Who are you?
Fitz...
And why are you so...
I don't know.
You work here.
I don't get... It's just...
What's the deal with the plant?
Right. Did you see the lake?
That giant green... Yeah, I clocked it.
The color is just a
Of
vibe.
what?
It's not poisonous.
What's this got to
The
do?
water controls all life. Clouds form, rain, anything you've perceived as an irregularity.
Could you say that again, but like condensed?
Our lake water causes the unpredictable.
Alteration.
That'd be the official term.
And you're the local expert.
No, I'm just the gardener. I was in my greenhouse, watering.
Sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
Not at first. Penelope came. She likes looking at
Did
the
you...
A little. We both left the greenhouse. I went up to my room. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to the garden.
And?
Let me guess. Water.
Did anything happen to you yesterday?
I was up in the rooftop garden, and then it wasn't. I can't describe it, but it didn't sound... We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
We?
Poppy was with me. Flora's room was locked. That's normal. I knocked on the door and shouted. Nobody.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there. Flora was there too, but I barely noticed her at first. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too. Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix in tow. I thought that was odd. You don't normally see. Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told the I found her pacing back and forth around the stone square. When I approached her, I think she was annoyed about being made to wait out. When I told her about Freya.
Fitz's room is unlocked. It's up in the fellow tower.
This could be interesting.